that joins can just join in from where we are. So as usual, we're going to start on the mat, slowing down the breath, so just to become present in the body before we move on to our practice. So guys, join in just again. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. Just make sure you've got a little bit of space either side of the mat, just so we can move ever so slightly off of the mat. You're not going to crash into a sofa or anything like that. So we're going to get started and just tap into the breath. So we're going to start seated today. So crossing the legs. They don't have to be close together, just come to a comfortable position. Pop your hands on your thighs and just sitting nice and tall. So relaxing the shoulders, you might want to roll them back and let them drop down. And we're just going to close the eyes. So we're keeping the breath in through the nose and back out through the nose. And we're just going to sit here for about 10 breaths, just so that we become present in the body. We're switching off from everything else that's been going on today. And we're just moving into our body to get ready to move into our practice. So breathing in through the nose, all the way up to the top of the breath. And exhale back out through the nose, all the way to the end of the breath. Inhale. So inflate that chest, breathe all the way down to the belly. And exhale. And if you find your mind starts to wander, just count the breaths. We're aiming for about 10. Breathing in all the way down to the depth of that belly. Going to do about 3 more breaths. At the end of your next exhale, just gently opening your eyes, just keep a soft focus. And keeping our legs where they are, we're just going to walk the hands out in front of us, just into a seated forward fold. Just drop the head. Just relax here for a moment. Just open up the back of the neck, the lower back, outside of the hips. And just rocking your weight forward so we can untuck the legs. And we're just going to move into child's pose. So just take your knees nice and wide, glue your bum down to your heels, and have your arms out in front of you, head down to the mat. So keep those arms nice and long, as if you're walking your hands up to the end of the mat. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And just pushing your chest down towards the floor. Nice deep breaths here. Keeping your body where it is, we're just going to lift the fingers up onto the fingertips. Just opening up the top of the back. Come back down onto your palms of your hands. And we're just going to walk the hands over to the left hand side, so keep the lower part of the body where it is. Walk the hands over to the left as far as they'll go. Just opening up the right hand side of the body. Trying to keep that bum glued down to the heels of the feet. Breathing into that side. Letting the ribs expand. And then just walking the hands over to the right hand side of the mat. Nice deep breaths. And walking the hands back to the middle. So we're just going to gently lift the body up. And moving on into high plank. So have your fingers spread nice and wide and have your hands underneath your shoulders. So you can come up into high plank. So brace that belly. And we're just going to start to wake up the glutes, the core, everything that's holding us together really. So we're just going to lift the right leg. So keep the body nice and still and come back down. Left leg. And again, right leg. Keep that control, try not to rock the body. One more each side. And then we're going to move into crouch pose. So you're just going to walk the hands back slightly. Knees are bent. So knees are at 90 degrees. Hands are still under shoulders. So you've got a nice tabletop shape. Brace the tummy. Now we're going to transition. So our right leg is going to come off the floor. Bring it in front of the left and lift the left hand. So we're coming into a kick sit. Come back slowly to crouch, nice and low. Other side, so left leg comes up, comes in front of the right leg, right arm comes up, extend that leg, extend that left leg. So your hand that's supporting you on the floor stays straight the whole time. Back to crouch, break it down, and the other side. Just waking up the shoulders. Waking up the hips, the knees. Keep breathing. Nearly there. We're going to do 2 more on each side. So keep that glute nice and close to the floor. One more each side. See if you can look at the toes that you're lifting in the air. Come back to crouch. And we're gently going to push back into downward dog. So just bend the knees for this one. It's the first one of the session. Just walking through the feet. Let the head hang heavy. Fingers nice and wide. Just gently bend the knees and look towards the top of the mat. And we're going to take a big step so we can come into a forward fold. So have a little bend in your knees for this one. Take hold of the elbows and just let the head and the neck hang nice and loosely. Try not to hold any tension there. Slowing down the breath. Keep your legs where they are, but just let go of the arms and just let them hang. And very, very slowly, we're just going to start to roll up. Up to a standing position. Give the legs a shake, give the arms a shake. So we're going to move into our flow. It's quite a strong one, but we're going to break it down. It's going to be something for everyone. So have your feet together at the top of the mat. I want you to inhale, sweep the arms forward and drop the knees. So you come down into intense pose. So really important here to hold it in your core, suck everything in here, and just keep the neck and the shoulders relaxed. So we're not hunching up, we're just letting the shoulder blade just drop down the back. 2 more breaths. And the next exhale, we're going to fold forward and just hang again as we did a moment ago. Gently bend the knees so your hands can reach the floor, and we're going to step back into high plank. This is when you're going to need to make sure you've got a little bit of space either side of you. We're going to take side plank, so looking at your right hand, we're going to come onto the right hand side of the body. Option is to drop the bottom knee, just make sure your hips are pushed up. If you want to go a little bit further, we're going to stack the feet and take the left arm up. Keep looking at that hand on the floor. See if you can lift that top leg. Slowly bring it down. The left arm comes down, come back to high plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg into 3-legged dog. Bend that knee. Now your option is to stay here in 3-legged dog, or we're going to let the left leg keep going so that we can drop it onto the floor behind, lift the hips up and come into wild thing. One more breath. Come back into 3-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg down and place it down by your right hand. So we're coming down into pigeon. So we can shuffle around to get into this position. That left foot wants to be flexed. So try and point the toes up towards your shin. Wiggle that back leg away from you, opening up the hips. And we're just going to fold forwards. And just dropping the head. Relaxing. We're going to be here for 10 breaths. So just breathe into any tension you might feel in your hips. Try not to hold on to it. Three more breaths. Slowly lifting the head. And we're just walking the hands back towards the body. We're going to tuck under the back toes so we can lift that leg. Step the left leg back, give it a little shake, and we're just going to step to the top of the mat, coming back to our forward fold that we began with. So you can either take hold of the elbows, you can just let the arms hang. you're holding the elbows, just let them go. Slowly bend the knees and start to unroll, coming up to standing. Let's go again on the other side. Inhale, come into intense pose. Two more breaths. So you can go a little bit lower. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back into high plank. So looking at the left hand this time, make sure both fingers are nice and wide on both hands. So that's your stability. Keep that left arm straight and then coming into side plank, stacking the legs. Lifting those hips up and lifting that top leg if you can. Bring the leg down. Right hand comes down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Push back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg into three-legged dog. Bend that knee. Either stay here or drop that leg behind the hip, lifting up into wild things. The right hand is coming overhead. Hips up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back into three-legged dog. Exhale, swing that leg forward. Place it down on the mat by the left hand. And just wriggle the back leg away, coming into pigeon. We're going to recover for 10 more breaths. Just make sure you're breathing in all the way to the belly. Slowing that breathing rhythm down. Three more breaths. Just gently lifting the head and the chest. And just walking the hands back towards the body. Tucking the toes under at the back so you can lift that leg. And then step the right leg back into high plank. We're just going to vinyasa flow down into child's pose. So we're going to lower down to the mat. So either drop to your knees or lower the chest. Inhale, rock forward into upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Come back into downward dog. 3 breaths here. Just dropping to the knees and just coming back into child's pose. So either have your arms above your head or bring them down either side of your body. Just let the shoulders roll forwards, whatever feels comfortable for you. Good, gently coming up. I'm going to come back into high plank because what we're going to do is just step to the top of the mat, but come back down into a seated position. Just give your legs a shake, give your arms a shake. Because we've done a nice short powerful flow, we're just going to finish with a bit of core exercise that we normally do, and then we're going to move into a nice long breathing exercise. It's going to be about 10 or 15 minutes just for you to really slow down and unwind. But first, come into your bow position. Sorry, boat, not bow. Hands either side of the body, and just make sure your knees are bent. Toes are nice and horizontal with your shins. So keep the chest up. Try not to let the back slouch. Chest nice and proud. We're going to start to extend the legs and extend the body out and come back up. And see if we can go a little bit lower and come back up. See if you can go even lower so you're almost straight and back up. Hold it there. 10 toe taps, so right toe down, keep the body still and bring it back up. Left toe down, bring it back up. 3, 4, keep that chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8, one more each side. 9, 10, come back to boat pose. And I want you to lower all the way down to laying, nice and controlled. So embrace those shakes. And relax. Let's just give the knees a little wiggle side to side. You can bend the legs. We're going to come into our nice strong breathing exercise now. So just make sure your legs are happy. So you can either have your knees bent, you can have them out straight on the mat, or you can let your knees fall either side and have the bottoms of your feet together, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Option is to either have your hands either side of the body, palms faced up, or you can take one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest, just so that we can acknowledge them rising and falling and making sure that we're breathing down all the way to our belly. So we'll slow the breath down to begin with, but what we're going to do is we're going to work through sets. So I'm going to count in your inhale and then count out your exhale. We're going to start, for example, breathing in for 3 and out for 5. So controlling that breath on the inhale and the exhale for those counts. We'll do about 5 or 6 rounds, and then I'll start to increase the counts. So we'll then go 4 to 6, 5 to 7. But if you don't feel comfortable expanding those counts, just stay where you feel comfortable. So if you haven't already, just gently close your eyes. And just find your natural rhythm with your breath. So in through the nose and out through the nose. Just breathing in all the way to the top of the breath. And then exhaling all the way to the end of the breath, pushing it down through the body. Feeling the body soften every time you exhale. So I'm going to start with the counts. So breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 3, 2, 1. Breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let your breathing come back to its normal rhythm now. So just let it fall to where it wants to be. Just keeping your focus on your breath. Just noticing how your body feels. Just seeing if we can make the body a little bit more comfortable than it already is. Just checking in with your facial muscles, the jaw, the temple, forehead, shoulders, the neck, your lower back, your legs and your knees. Just softening the toes and the fingers. Just enjoying a moment of stillness. Just coming back into the room. Bringing some movement into the body, so just wiggling the fingers and the toes. Might want to circle the wrists and the ankles. Still keeping the eyes closed. I'm just going to bring the knees up towards the chest and give them a nice hug. Just gently rocking side to side, just massaging the lower back. And really slowly, in your own time, just going to rock over onto your side. Just settling here for a moment. Nice and slowly, we're just going to push ourselves up, back into a seated position. Again, keeping the eyes closed right until the end. Just crossing the legs, hands on the thighs, just sitting tall. I'm just going to finish taking a deep breath in through the nose and back out through the nose. Whenever you're ready, you can just gently open your eyes. Thanks very much, guys. I'm so sorry about the traffic. I thought we were in quarantine, but apparently there's a motorway outside, so I'm really sorry if that disturbed anyone. Thank you again for coming to Flow. I will see you on Tuesday at the same time for another session. And I'm thinking on Sunday morning, we'll do our 15-minute morning stretch. So I'll put some details up about that tomorrow. I have posted a YouTube video on it, so we'll just go through